people that don't like ally switch, these people would fucking fail so hard in rotation format. How many of you guys have even heard of rotation format? Holy moly. Y'all aren't ready for rotation battles if you think ally switch is a problem. That's probably why I'm so good with ally switch most of the time. Rotation battles are where it's at. Holy crap. Do you guys even know what that is? Let me give me like 1 second. Let me go to my YouTube channel or something. Find a rotation battle. So let me give a little bit of context. We're gonna be looking at rotation battles. A lot of people are talking about how ally switch is so busted, ally switch is so broken. There used to be a format where you brought 4 Pokemon and you had 3 on the board at the same time, and what you could actually do is rotate them or switch and still attack. People think ally switch is busted, but it takes your turn away to actually use the ally switch. Rotation battles are a little bit different, right? And I think this is actually a battle from my YouTube channel where I was playing at rank 1. And I've been rank 1 at almost every single rotation format that was out from like black and white all the way through into X and Y at some point. Rotation battles are my favorite format, so this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I don't even remember how this game goes, but let's just watch a little bit of it. And this is actually how my channel used to be. This is not using a capture card. It's not using a capture card. Let me actually just try and make this window a little bit bigger. Can you guys still see it? I think you can. Yeah, look at that. All right, cool. So we can see I have a Garchomp, a Butterfree, and an Excadrill on the board. Garchomp, Butterfree, and Excadrill. And I'm able to rotate into my Butterfree and Sleep Powder. So I make them respect the Garchomp, and then I'm able to ally switch, right, basically, to a Choice Scarf Butterfree. So I always have the ability to go for a Choice Scarf Compound Ice Boosted Sleep Powder. Like, do you understand? Do you, like, understand, like, how busted that actually is? It's so busted. And then I can hard switch out the Butterfree once I've already used the Sleep Powder for the Tyranitar to set my sand so my Excadrill and Garchomp to go fast. Am I an anime guy? I'm not really that much of an anime guy. But you can see he's rotating here now. Like, you can see the whole, like, rotating. And then, like, I can rotate him with my Garchomp. Like, and so, like, ally switch every single turn was this format. And then I use the Sand Veil to avoid the Surf and pop a sub right in his face with my Sand Veil bulky Garchomp. He's taking Sandstorm damage, which, by the way, I think even in Gen 5 still used to last forever. Used to last forever. And he's going to hard switch into the Bomb Stone to take away my Sand. I think that's completely fine still, but, like, you can see, like, I have the Garchomp up in a sub. So I not only have a sub up, I have a sub up in a matchup where I can always ally switch away. And I read him switching in that, and oh my gosh, and went for the X's or on the switch. Do you see how absolutely busted rotation? Like, thank you for the follow. You had to be on top of it playing rotation battles. At this point, everything's within Earthquake range. I don't have the, I don't have the Sand anymore, but I still think I'm in a pretty decent spot. Looks fun AF. I can see why you like it. Yo, this team, rotation is the sauce. And I still have my Choice Scarf Butterfree in the back. He did manage to, someone woke up. I think he woke up with a Cobalion. He got a turn 1 wake up. Yo, talk about absolutely never lucky me. Never lucky me. I think I was potentially like an Expert Belt or Orbed Cobalion. But then we just get to send out Butterfree and we're still in a really good spot. I don't remember how the hell this game ends though. I have no idea. So Butterfree's back. And he hard switches in the Bomb, so probably go for an Ice Shard. Yep. Because Ice Shard would also block the Sleep Powder. I'm curious if I even go for that, or if I go for like a Psychic or something. Or like a Bug Buzz. Don't Sleep Powder me. Oh man, I'm so bad. It's okay. Oh yeah, wait, you could Sleep Powder Grass types back in Gen 5. I forgot. I'm hella good actually. Look how good I am. And then like, he has to respect it. Does he stand with the Abomasnow? Or not? What does he do? Which way did he go, George? Yeah, I forgot you could Sleep Powder Grass types back then. So yeah, all these guys are just going to get EQ City'd here. That guy's going to get an EQ. You get an EQ. You get a EQ. I wish they'd have WBE rotations. I'd beat everybody. Yeah, Grass types weren't immune to Powders. Electric types weren't immune to Thunder Waves or anything like that. Latios still has that big Levitate. But I mean, at this point, I can just Dragon Claw everything. But I'm going to Sleep Powder him first because I'm so good. Oh, he's Scarfed. Never lucky. But he's Scarfed with a Garchomp, so it's like he just locked himself in a Stone Edge. Do you have an option each turn to rotate? Yeah, so you could, at the start of your turn, you could choose to rotate. He's gonna hard switch. I don't remember if I'm... Yeah, I hard switch him. Oh, I'm so good. You ever seen someone as good as me? Oh, it feels good, man. Thunder had 100% accuracy. Yeah, I did. And it cut their speed in half. Got that big EQ. Actually, I'm surprised I went for an EQ there. I had to have read that Cobalion switching in. Look how good I am. Oh, man. Would Butterfree still be locked in a Sleep Powder if it rotated? Yes, that's the thing. Like, so that Garchomp's locked in a Stone Edge. The Latias is a little bit hard to deal with, but like T-Tar hard checks the Latias, and so the whole game's gonna come out of this one rotation. Survey says I'm way better than him. Look how good. Nice search against the T-Tar. I think it was a Specs Latias. You're weak. I'm weak. Ow. Thunder Wave. I raw Thunder Waved. Do you see how raw that is? Like, he could have switched to the Garchomp. Oh, man. Yo, talking about T-Wave right there. That's the game, yo. That's game. What you gonna do? At this point, you just keep him honest. And you just send out the Garchomp. Let him take out the T-Tar for free. Keep him honest. Make sure he can't set subs and things like that. But yeah, he has a Specs Latias and a Scarf Chomp. So we're just bringing our regular Chomp. And you guys know what time it is. You can totally Stone Edge me all you want, Chief. But the power, the raw, outrageous damage that Garchomp is able to put out. And like I said, we didn't have, like, this is not using a capture card. This is just using a camera. This is what I used to do to stream. I just pointed, like, my camera at, like, the game. This is not using a capture card. And then we win. And like I said, this was a battle I played at rank 1. So it's like, doesn't get much closer than this. And that guy had a great team, by the way. That guy had an absolutely amazing team. So we take those. Don't even act like we don't. So everyone that says, like, Ally Switch is hella busted, rotation battles are busted. Alright, I got Butterfree, Terrakion, Dragonite, Blissey. That sounds like a team I would run 9 years ago. Goals top 1,000, got it? Yo. We have a lot of rentals on the YouTube channel. Oh, let's go into the game. Now, let's see. I love Gen 5. Gen 5 is my favorite, like, aesthetic. I think it was, like, peak Pixelmons. So, like, every turn you can ally switch. And the thing is, like I said, I was, like, rank 1, flexing on people with Butterfree. Like, I was still using Butterfree, like, this long ago. Like, what are you gonna do? Eat that Sleep Powder in the face. Oh, the Hard Switch Protect. Alright, yeah, this guy was, I remember this game, actually. This person was actually really good. Dragonite's really good, too. So, box of Sleep Powder. Oh, sorry, he didn't box. That first turn Protect box Sleep Powder. Second Sleep Powder worked, though. And the way these games look at, they're going super fast, because this is like a replay. This is back when you could save games. You know, we lost the technology. And he switched there. I knew he was going to switch, so I left the Butterfree in and just went for a second Sleep Powder. Right? Sometimes you Sleep Powder, and they hard switch, and you just stay. You read them ally switching, or switching around, and you just do it again. Right? So now 2 of his mons are asleep, right? 2 of them are asleep. I got the free switch into Terrakion. Yo, it's time to pop the big EQ. You get that asleep Metagross. That's right, yo, the Butterfree's up. And so Metagross taking a big L. Terrakion busted though. The critical hit. Don't at me. And you could say it's a little bit gimmicky, but like this whole format was gimmicky. Like if you can switch every turn like that, and Brome is super hard to deal with there. And just go back to the Butterfree. I think I read him. Yeah, I read him going back to another one. Is Dragonite coming back in Sword and Shield? Maybe. I hate how slow the health bar goes down. Yo, you would have hated Gen 4 then. Come back with the Terrakion. Are we going to Rock Slide here? Or EQ again? Taunt. Oh, I'm so good. Did you see how good I was? I read him going in with the Brome and I taunted. Yo, I swear I've only gotten worse at Pokemon. This battle was... It's like 8 years ago? I've only gotten worse at reading these things, man. I used to be so good. Read that switch into Brome. Eat that taunt. And what does he give me? I got a Flame Orb. Ow. Took my leftovers. Yo, never lucky. But it's okay. Flame Orb doesn't activate until the end of the turn. You can eat that Outrage, take it literally anywhere else. That big Outrage. Yeah, Brome is a good Pokemon. And I got burned by the Flame Orb. And I'm stuck using Outrage. Outrage is not normally a good move in this format. But the Kingdra got the 3-turn sleep, so that's good for me. And Outrage was still good in this format because berries didn't exist. So that's like why you're like wondering why I still one-shotted a Kingdra through a burn. Lamau. Yeah, there weren't fairies yet. Fairies did not exist in Gen 5. So we were able to just like lock Outrage, go to everything. Outrage was one of those moves that was really, it was one of those few moves that could pick up KOs. He just ran there. On Pokemon that like weren't taking super effective damage. So like Banded Outrage or like +1 Outrages could KO like Kunkelders and stuff. And so yeah, those are rotation battles. To everyone that thinks that Ally Switch is busted, Ally Switch needs to be banned or taken out of the game, maybe go practice some rotation battles and work on your Switch game, because it's not that big of a problem. Alright, you guys can see the game? Alright, so it's Garchomp, Jolteon, Togekiss. And this is the last year that rotation battles were actually a thing. So this is the last year. Again, I'm using the same tech, like I said. I got me to rank 1 multiple times. I'm able to go for it. I think Sub is so good in rotation because it gives you like a 4th Pokemon, like a phantom 4th Pokemon. And remember, I'm using a Scarf Togekiss, right? So where you have the ability, and just like our Butterfree in past formats, we have the ability to go for like that Scarf, Serene Grace, Air Slash. Jolteon is great coverage versus this guy's team. Jolteon's like absolutely nuts in this matchup. And Gardevoir's really nice. It didn't have like, I think I am using Mega Guard, but I don't remember exactly. But there's his Gardevoir. So it comes with his Aegislash. I don't know if I read him. And no, it looks like I stay in because I'm hella good. Shadow Sneak. Go for it, Chief. Aegislash. Former Uber in the house right now. Your Jolteon can eat that. No problem. Just goes for another T-Bolt. And that Aegislash is in offensive stance right now. So you've taken the big L, Chief. You've taken the big L. And just like I said, like a lot of people were really prepared for like the memes that happened with rotation battles. Because at this point, like I know you have like Gardevoir. I was switching my Garchomp. I wonder if I'm able to correctly read this, because they're going big Gardevoir. I know that I lose a Pokemon in this matchup. I remember this battle, even though it was like 7 years ago. Yeah, he read that. He's going to be able to Moonblast me, because Gardevoir didn't have Hyper Voice yet. So, like, Gardevoir could not Hyper Voice, which would have went through the sub. Gardevoir didn't have Hyper Voice. It was a Gen... Yeah, Hyper Voices did not exist on Gardevoir. That was a Oras move tutor. So Gardevoir had to use Moonblast. So you gotta remember those things. You gotta take it into context. Yo, look at that big flinch. Air Slash again. And Talonflame's, what is it? Talonflame's Gale Wings was still in effect. You see these big flinches? The big flinch Talons. Oh, never lucky. Alright, Moonblast's gonna do big damage, and then we're just gonna come with Gardevoir, I think. Yep. And then it's time for me to flex. So... Gardevoir did not have, what is it? It didn't have the freaking, what's it called? Hyper Voice, but it did have a move called Hyper Beam. It did have Hyper Beam, and so we got flex on him here. So we rotate to the right, rotate to the left. I'm using a Timid Gardevoir, full speed, and remember Gardevoir's ability was Pixelate, so it turns all normal type attacks into fairy attacks, and in this game, instead of like what it is now, it gives it a 1.3 boost on a Hyper Beam. That's what we in the biz like to call a friendship cannon. And we take it out. Oh, it's so good. So everyone that's thinking like Ally Switch is super busted, it's like imagine being able to like Ally Switch and pop them in the face with like the strongest attack you've ever seen in your life.